Homeschool leaders, you're probably asked again and again for help in creating accommodations or adaptations to the curriculum that a parent might be using. So many parents fall back on the idea that maybe they've chosen the wrong curriculum when they notice that their child is struggling with learning. And so what we know from working with hundreds of thousands of kids is that it's usually not the curriculum that's the problem. There's usually an underlying learning skill, we call them cognitive skills, that might need to be strengthened. If one or more of those skills isn't quite strong enough, then a child is going to struggle to learn regardless of the curriculum or regardless of the subject matter. I think that when we continue to focus on, well, let me try a different curriculum this year, maybe I need to grab something that's more interactive. We call that getting off the curriculum carousel. That maybe if we just focus on strengthening those cognitive skills, then we'll find that it won't matter what the curriculum is that we use. The challenge that we have with continuing to accommodate a struggle or make adaptations in a curriculum is that we're always going to have to make the adaptations. If we don't focus on the root causes of the struggle, then it's something that we're going to have to continue to accommodate and adapt over and over again throughout the years. And then the struggle there is that when we become adults, we don't necessarily find accommodations out in the real world. It's a lot easier if we address the root cause of the problem ahead of time, and then they don't need as many accommodations or any at all. I sometimes have parents say to me that they think that the issue is the child's personality, right? That it isn't necessarily a learning struggle or a learning disability, but they just aren't motivated. And so my response to that is that motivation has a lot to do with ability. It isn't necessarily that poor motivation is a personality trait, but a result of a true learning struggle. When it's so hard, they just aren't motivated to engage. It isn't necessarily either that they have oppositional personalities, but again, it's saying, Mom or Dad, this is just too hard for me. And unfortunately, especially with younger kids, they just can't articulate that as well as adults can. So I've talked a lot about the struggle, but I would love to share with you how we address that struggle at LearningRx. And so LearningRx is the largest network of cognitive training centers in the world. So we have lots and lots of experience working with lots and lots of different types of learning struggles. And so we start with a cognitive assessment. And what that is, it's a set of game-like mental tasks that measure performance in skills that we need for thinking and learning all day, every day. We go over that with a parent in a consultation where we would be able to say, hey, we noticed a pattern in the cognitive skills in your child, and that might explain what you're seeing at home in their learning. Our core program trains cognitive skills. So we use over 100 different training tasks. They're hands-on, they're fun, but they're intense and targeted to strengthen those cognitive skill weaknesses. And then for kids who are struggling in reading, we also have an intense reading remediation program that's delivered through that same cognitive training approach. And so for all HEAVE members, our LearningRx centers across Virginia offer that cognitive skills assessment for $99, and that comes with a consultation with the center owner or director, where they'll go over those test results with the parent and show how that parent can partner with one of the LearningRx centers in helping that child grow and strengthen those cognitive skills that are the root cause of many learning struggles. And for families who don't live near one of our centers, we do this training over Zoom as well. Our programs are based in peer-reviewed research. We also have a team of doctoral level experts in psychology and neuroscience who oversee the methods that our centers use to deliver all of these programs. So we really encourage you to share this message of hope, that it isn't always the curriculum, that it isn't always personality, that there are true root causes to learning struggles that many parents are seeing with their kids all day, every day.